There he is. That is our little, oh my goodness, those teeth. Holy smokes, is this the craziest looking Oscar I've ever seen in my whole entire life. Our big old box of live fish. What is up, G Squad? Welcome back to another awesome video. If you guys could not tell by today's title and thumbnail, you guessed it, we've got another pond related video here. And this one, let me tell you guys, is going to be awesome. Now, I'm filming this intro after the fact, after the whole unboxing. And let's just say, you guys, we have just recently picked up some really baller fish. Crazy fish, some fish that I've never even seen before. And then, of course, we've got a crazy new predatory fish. When I say crazy, I mean crazy, everybody. Before we get into today's video, of course, you all know the gist of things around here. I'm gonna give you guys some updates around the garage. And we'll talk about this pond a little bit. Just give you guys some updates on those Midas cichlids that we caught. I think it was last video. We'll give you guys an update on those and how the whole treatment went with quarantine and just treating them for any kind of basic general parasites. So let's just say everything worked out, everything panned out perfectly. Now, I'm not gonna sit here and talk forever because I see a lot of comments, you guys are like, you talk too much, you talk too much. Well, I'm sorry guys, okay? I'm sorry. But anyways, here we are. We're gonna get into today's video. I'm gonna show you guys this pond and then we'll get into unboxing these amazing brand new fish that we just received today. So if you guys are ready to see that, make sure you guys have those notification bells smashed and stick around to the end of the video. Anyways guys, let's show you some of these snakes. Right here we've got our T positive het for T negative albino king rat snake, and this guy is really starting to go through his changes. He just shed it again, so now his head is really starting to get very yellow, as you guys can see. What a beautiful snake. And speaking of snakes, everybody, I'm sure you all remember last year's video. I think it was last year when we went all the way out to Daytona. It was one of my most viewed videos ever. I think it's got like 260K. So speaking of snakes, next week we're actually driving down to Daytona for that same exact reptile expo, the biggest one in the nation. So you guys are not going to miss that, I promise. We're going to make some really big investments over there. You guys all know I've been hunting these snakes down. I'm not gonna tell you just yet, but I've been hunting these snakes for a while. If you guys have been watching, you should all know what I'm talking about. But I've been hunting down these snakes for months, almost probably a year now. And I think we might find them over there. So keep our fingers crossed. I'm gonna see you guys in Daytona next week, but let's get right back into these snakes. Here is that one's female, and she is really looking dandy. She's starting to get a lot of that yellow coming in. A lot of that black is starting to come in. She is really beautiful. Those red eyes looks insane. Look at that snake, everybody. That is a beautiful specimen right there. That is our het, T positive, het for T negative, king rat snake. Now this female, she is not the sweetest of them all, but here is our little exanthic king rat snake. As you guys can see, a lot of that white is starting to show up. I know I say that in every video, but those white bands are really starting to show up. This female is going to be completely black and white, hence she is exanthic. Beautiful snake though. Here is our male exanthic king rat snake, and he is actually the only king rat snake that we can handle here. He is an absolute sweetheart, but that is him. We have no names for this guy. I would love a name for him because he is sweet, but this is our exanthic male king rat snake. Absolutely lovely. And right here we have our little green Baron's racer. Look at how beautiful he is. Little Pinocchio. Look at his little Pinocchio nose. Absolutely adorable. This is a little Baron's racer. Our pink patternless pine snake. This is Kirby. She is absolutely beautiful as well, and she is getting big, you guys. Very big. Look at that snake. Nice and pink. Got some nice whites. Very beautiful. Now that I've given you guys some updates on those snakes, let's talk about this pond and some of these cichlids that we've been quarantining for the last week and a half. They look absolutely amazing inside of this pond. Let me give you guys a look. Look at how amazing everybody looks in here, you guys. We've got all of the Midas cichlids. We've got our little Oscar right there. And speaking of Oscars, watch the rest of this video because you guys are going to see an insane looking Oscar today. There is our pink Midas cichlid, or like the reddish one. We've got our goldfish that have gotten so big. We've got some little Viejas cichlids that are growing out. We've got our big Viejas cichlid right there, swimming with our pink or red Midas cichlid. There's our gar. He's just hanging out. I love how he just kind of sits there and floats using his little fins. Such a cute fish. Everything is looking absolutely amazing inside of this pond, everybody. It is finally coming along. We do need to get a little thing to clean this glass, because if you guys look really closely, oh, doesn't even want to pop up on here, but you guys can see some gunk up on that acrylic. All of these fish in here are looking great, you guys. Speaking of fish looking great, we got a box to unbox. So let me jump right into this and let's get these fish unboxed so I can show you guys how amazing they look. All right, G Squad, so the box of fish has now finally touched down. We've been waiting for this box all morning. We got our big old box of live fish right here. Now you guys have no idea what's inside of the box, but I think I picked out a couple really cool fish that are gonna fit inside of this pond perfectly. You know, we have our one Oscar, and in the past we had an albino Oscar with him in the pond that we had outside before we moved him into this big old pond. And unfortunately that albino Oscar passed away. I never filled you guys in on that information because it just happened so randomly. But yeah, so unfortunately we only have one Oscar. That is our regular. Where is he? He's always the star of the show right here. Hey buddy. He's always sitting right at the front. Now I was talking about the Oscar. It'll give you guys a hint. We might have one or two Oscars inside of this box, but not regular Oscars. You guys are just gonna have to wait and see what those look like. Let's get this box opened, acclimate these fish, and get them in. Now I don't know how big they are, so we might have to kind of maneuver something. I got the inspiration from Rodrigo over at Predatory Fins. They kind of use little floaties around a little basket for smaller fish. So that's what we're gonna be doing, I think, with these little Oscars, because I think they're 2 to 4 inches. I'm not sure what they sent me. Big shout out to Monster Aquarium, by the way, you guys. They gave me 40% off on this order to make this video. So big shout out to Monster Aquarium. I'm gonna leave their description down below. Make sure you guys go and check out their Instagram because they have some crazy fish. And we're gonna dive right into this box. I can't believe I got the third fish inside of this box because I was looking for it for a while. I was gonna originally get it from PC Aquatics, but then he sold out of everything pretty quick, and I got beat to the finish line. So the first thing we're gonna do here is turn this little butterfly net. It's just gonna sit in the water just like this and float around. And we are going to have our little floaties on each side so that our little Oscars don't get eaten by some of those bigger guys down there. All right, we've got our floaties in place. Let's see how this idea works. Like money right there, baby, that's money. Let's get right into this. I'm a little nervous. I've never actually ordered any fish to my front door before. I don't think I've ever even ordered any fish in general. Actually, yes, I have. Those koi fish a long time ago when we had the blue pond, we ordered those koi fish. My dad ordered them for me, but I've never personally ordered fish myself. Let's jump right into this. I don't know what that is. It's just some kind of box we got here. All right, this is the moment of truth, G Squad. Oh my goodness, wait, they sent an extra one. We got 4 Oscars. We're pretty packed up in here, you guys. I don't know how many more fish we can put inside of this pond. They sent us a nice acclimation sheet. Like I said, you guys, big shout out to Monster Aquarium for hooking us up in today's video. Let's jump right into it. Enough talking here, Gio. Holy smokes. I've never seen nothing like this. Our third mystery fish that you guys did not see is gonna have to go inside of that little butterfly net because he is not big enough. What do we got in here? Oh my goodness. Absolutely adorable little lemon Oscar. Look at how pretty he is. I could just see him through here. I think that's the lemon Oscar. Wait until you guys see. Oh, that's the lemon Oscar. You guys see the colors of these other two. Holy smokes. That's the craziest thing I have ever seen in my life. Look at how bright red that Oscar is. Holy smokes. Let's get these guys floating. We got a lot of stuff. I don't remember ordering that lemon Oscar. Jeez. I'm running on no sleep lately. Luke has been teething, so sleepless nights. 4 Oscars inside of that box, as well as a third mystery fish. You guys are just gonna see me unbag that thing. I'm not gonna give you guys any hints yet, but it's gonna be the star of the show. Well, I think so, because it's a really baller fish. Crazy predatory fish. You guys catch them out there in Colombia, in the Amazon. We got our beautiful, beautiful bright red Oscar. I mean, that thing is crazy red. We're just gonna float him. Now, our thing is we gotta hope these fish grow fast because we might need to get another one of these butterfly nets, but I'll go to the store today and grab one and set up another secondary one so none of our fish are gonna be stressed out, kind of too many in one little butterfly net. But it's a perfect size for a couple of them, so they'll be just fine for today. But I'm definitely gonna have to get a second one for these fish. I can't wait to see what these fish look like outside of the bag. Here is another variety or another variation of Oscar. I think this is that Nemo red albino. Super, super bright red Oscar, orangish. I'll show you guys a better look at him when he's done floating and we're getting him out of the bag. So we're just gonna keep on doing that. Here is one of our very beautiful lemon Oscars. It's gonna be super hard to see him, but he is beautiful, as you guys can see. Super nice colors on that guy. I'll float him. Another little tiny lemon Oscar. You guys can see him a little bit better in the bag. But it's a really cool bag. It actually gives you the steps to acclimation. Look, gives you like all the little steps on these bags on how to acclimate fish. That's really, really neat bag. Smart, clever idea. And last but not least, you guys, holy smokes. We've got our Payara, or also known as the vampire fish in here. Crazy, crazy fish. Let's hope we can get him to eat because I know sometimes they're very hard to kind of get started. So our fingers are gonna be crossed. That is an insane looking fish. Let's let him float and then we'll get everybody out and I'll give you guys a nice look at all of these fish. But I might have just came up with a brilliant, brilliant idea. I don't know how well of an idea this is, but to me, this seems pretty clever. Since we've got a couple extra fish that we didn't know we were receiving, we are going to be, I think, setting this. Since it is just sitting here and not doing anything, we are still going to be setting that up as a crazy coral nano fish tank, of course, on the road. But since we kind of got carried away with this whole pond build, and it's gonna be a while before we kind of set this up because we're still dealing with some problems inside with our reef tank. We just have still dealing with some of those dinos. So before we even touch this, it's gonna be quite some time. I figured maybe we will just set this up as our little freshwater tank to grow out some of these little baby Oscars in, or even just put that Payara in here by himself. I think that's what we might do, just to try to, you know, make sure that he is gonna be a-okay, make sure that he's gonna eat, because I would love to get that fish started and then of course have him one day swimming around with those gigantic predatory fish, smoking fish with his crazy front teeth. I think that's what we're gonna be doing today. I think we're going to be setting this up and putting some of these fish, or if not just the Payara, in here by himself. We're filling up right now. That's that. It's nice. I don't need any kind of dechlorinator because this water is coming straight out of my pond, which has been cycling and there's plenty of bacteria. But we're filling. Just like that, everybody, we've got the little innovative 20-gallon marine set up. We've got it all plugged in. These are running. Now it's time to take a better look at all of our fish that have been acclimating for about 15 minutes now. Now I don't really know if I should start with my favorite first or some of the least favorites. I mean, they're all wonderful fish, but I think we're gonna start here first with our lemon Oscars. So here we go, we've got our first little contender, our first little lemon Oscar that we're gonna get right up inside of this bag, and then I'll give you guys a nice look. So now every fish that I unbag, I'm gonna put inside of this little clear container and give you guys a nice shot at them, because once they're in the butterfly net, they're gonna be hard to see considering that it's white. We're not gonna see much right through that. So every fish that I unbag is gonna go in here, give you guys a look, and then right inside of the butterfly net. So here is our absolutely adorable little lemon Oscar. He is just chilling. If you guys don't know, Oscars do lay down. You guys get a nice look at those colors from right here above. He is very, very beautiful. Now this is what is supposed to be a lemon Oscar here. That is our little baby lemon Oscar. He's going right inside of our butterfly net. Here you go, buddy. We've now got Oscar number 2. This one is really pretty. This is a lemon Oscar, another lemon Oscar, but more on the lemon side, if that makes sense here. Let's get this guy right out of the bag and give you guys a nice look, but this one is really, really pretty. This is our second lemon Oscar. This one is really, really beautiful, like I was saying. He kind of has no tigering to him. He's just more of an all yellow. I think we're gonna name this one Goldie. This one just looks like a little gold nugget. I mean, look at how cute he is. He's got no tiger stripes. He's just nice. It's kind of like an orangish yellow. It's like a goldish color. A very, very beautiful Oscar. Can't wait to see how these guys develop inside of the pond. And then eventually, they'll be schooling up with, where is he? Where's our other little Oscar? Well, not little, much bigger than these guys. But our other Oscar he's literally the life of the party. He just sits right at the window and hangs out. But he's not at the window right now. Where is he? There he is. Look at how beautiful he is. And he just hangs out right here. That's what I love about these Oscars. They have such personalities. But that is that. That is our new lemon Oscar. And our second one going in. I know, buddy. You guys can really see a nice look at him there. So beautiful. I'm dropping this guy right in the net. See you later, buddy. We've now got both of our Oscars, and the good thing about this is Oscars actually do better together, so these guys will help each other feel a little less stressed out. We got two of our little lemon Oscars in there. We've got two more Oscars that we've got to unbag and then add to our little butterfly net. Look at them in there, just chilling. Now the Oscar in this bag is probably one of the craziest Oscars I've ever seen. Just waiting until I get this guy out of the bag and you guys see the colors of him. Look, there you go. Nice shot right there. Look at how red he is. I've never ever seen anything like that. I was really excited when I saw these guys up on the website. I had to go and grab them. Look at the color of that Oscar. Is that not one of the craziest things you've ever seen? Look at how bright red he is, and I can only imagine what he's gonna look like as he gets older. No tigering, just pure red. Absolutely beautiful. I don't believe this is the albino red one, but that other one over there, I don't know which bag it is. He is even nicer than this one, and we have such a nice little squad of Oscars now, everybody. Look at how beautiful he is. Let's get him right inside of the butterfly net to join. Look at, see how they're schooling up already? Just chilling down there, and this guy's gonna go right down there and join them and make a trio. Look at how bright red he is. Right down. He certainly stands out next to those lemon Oscars, that's for sure. Holy smokes, is this the craziest looking Oscar I've ever seen in my whole entire life. He's got like crazy white spots. Camera died as I was recording this crazy Oscar. You guys, I promise you, he's just fine. These Oscars are super weird fish, but look at that pattern on his head. That's the craziest looking Oscar I've ever seen in my whole life. Look at how bright red he is. I want to say this is that albino Nemo Oscar, unless it's vice versa. That little red one inside of the butterfly net is the Nemo albino. G-Squad, that's probably the cleanest Oscar I've ever seen in my whole life. Look at that fish, dude. I can't get over that. We have one more fish to go, and that is our Pyara, our vampire tetra, vampire fish, whatever everybody would like to call it. Let's get this guy out. And we've got our fish tank set up for him because we want him to do the best. I know those Oscars, they more than likely are gonna do just fine. They're very easy fish to take care of and an easy fish to settle in. But these Pyaras, I've never seen anybody really with a big one. So hopefully we could be those people. I'm gonna get him right out of that bag and right inside of this fish tank. And that is our little vampire fish, you guys. Crazy front teeth on him, but I don't wanna stress him out at all. So I'm gonna get him right inside of that fish tank. Fish tank's now been running for a little bit. Those teeth on this fish are insane, everybody. There he is. That is our little, oh my goodness, those teeth. Those teeth are insane. You guys, that's actually the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life. That is our little vampire fish. I hope he does good. Like I said, these are not an easy fish to kind of get used to captivity. So we've kind of shut the lights off in the garage. We're just gonna leave this guy alone. I really hope, I know these guys are super finicky and I can't say that enough, but I really hope this guy is gonna be one of those strong ones that just proves everybody wrong. Now these fish have been settling in this pond for quite some time now. It has been, I would say about 3 or 4 days. Everybody is eating like crazy. Speaking of that vampire fish, that Pyara, eating like crazy. Wait until you guys see this clip that I got of him. We added some driftwood in there so he's getting some tannins in the water. It's gonna be a little brown, but there is our Pyara, also known as the vampire fish. Insane, what an insane fish. I must admit, you guys, wait until you see the video of him. I bought 2 dozen rosies, not in there anymore, you guys. I might actually end up putting him in here with the Pyara, but I only put him in there because I was a little worried about him at first. I just thought he was a very finicky fish, but he is in there and he is vibing out, eating like crazy. And then if you guys come and look down here, We've got our amazing bright red 2 Oscars right there, and then our very bright yellow little lemon Oscars. I feel like they already look better than they did when they first got here, but they are looking so good, everybody. Look at the patterns on that really big bright red Oscar. It's the most insane Oscar I've ever seen in my life. He's got like white specks on his face all over it. You gotta love that. I mean, I can't wait till that fish is literally the size of that fish. That fish is the most personable fish I have in here. There's so much personality, and I can't wait to see a big old red one swimming around with him, because Oscars do way better in pairs. So it's gonna be pretty cool to see them swimming as a school in here once they get a little bit bigger. So I'm hoping that all of you guys enjoyed today's video. I know it wasn't anything super crazy or adventurous like our last one per se, but we did unbox some very lovely fish. I want to give a huge shout out to Monster Aquarium. Like I said earlier in today's video, they gave us a major discount to make this video unboxing these lovely fish, and everybody came nice and healthy, so I could only say good things about them as of right now. So make sure you guys go and check out Monster Aquarium. I'm gonna leave all their information in the description down below. They've got quite the selection of exotic, oddball fish. I mean, they have freshwater frogfish on there. They have some crazy stuff, and I definitely recommend you guys to go and check them out. Like I said, I'll leave that down below in the description. And with that being said, G Squad, hopefully you all enjoyed today's video. It was pretty cool. We got a vampire fish. That pyara is gonna be huge, almost 30 pounds. They can grow up to even bigger. And they have those crazy big old tusk fangs. Just an absolute insane dinosaur looking fish. So hopefully you all enjoyed today's video as much as I did. And with that being said, you guys, I will catch you on the next episode. I've been trying to post a little bit more lately, but life's been lifing. So we're gonna try to get on a nice schedule and try to get 2 or 3 videos out a week, just so we can kind of pump some things up around here. But you guys, I'll catch you guys on next week's episode for the 3rd time. I'll see you guys.